Okay. Microphone check. Microphone check. Comment section. Microphone check. Comment section. Testing microphone. Testing microphone. Alright, a very good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Roxbury Bar and Restaurant. We are in the district of Mukono, the village that is called Chiwanga, the pool playing center called the Roxbury, which is the home of Roxbury Pool Club, as well as the Roxbury Management, just as the Money Made Management. Today, that is the 22nd of January 2025, on a cold Wednesday evening, is a money match, which we'll call an international money match because it involves two players from different countries. From Uganda, the home player, that is Simon Lubuulwa, the computer. He's donning the white and black. Moses Mofya from Zambia is nicknamed Mofya. He's donning the grey and black. They are racing to 16 for $600, which they have given to me and have granted me permission to give it to whoever of them is the first to 16 frames. 2 frames have been played so far, and spoils have been shared perfectly also so far. Simon Lubuulwa 1 and Moses Mofya 1. And in the meantime, this match is being streamed live on 2 platforms. That is Big Money Billiards Uganda chapter is the Facebook stream, as well as Break and Finish Live, where we have the YouTube stream. The Facebook stream is horizontal and very beautiful. The YouTube stream is diagonal and very clear. Both streams have different viewing angles, but the same exact commentary. To present you this action in audio and video, my name is Simon Pikachu. The match is ongoing. Commentary is starting very shortly. Both two of the prodigal sons of their respective countries, just around equally experienced. Both of them have been playing pool for about the last 15 years or so at a competitive level. And while they have very different playing styles, Simon Lubuulwa is the better offensive player. Moses Mofya is more tactical. In terms of experience, they are just around the same level. In terms of what they have gained from their experience, Moses Mofya is way higher. In terms of home ground advantage, Simon Lubuulwa is at home, where his team, Roxbury Pool Club, play. In the pool league, Moses Mofya is deciding to give away the home advantage to play at the venue of choice of the guy that is taking for Simon, that is the manager of Roxbury Pool Club. That one seems to be a foul, in my opinion. And yes, both players do agree that it is a foul. As for Simon, for the 15 years for which he has been playing the game at the very top level, maybe one of his biggest achievements is reaching the quarterfinals of the Holy Cup Championships, that is 2023 last year, tournament of the best players from the Black Boy International members of the Holy Cup from South Africa, Zambia, Uganda, Kenya, some from Ireland, some Australia, and some from the United States of America. And he came among the top 8. He also reached the last 8 of the Grand Mchana Open Championship 2023. And for last year's edition, he only reached in the round of last 16. In terms of the national team, Simon first represented Uganda's national team, the Pool Cranes, in 2016. He has been a member of the national team since then. I don't remember the team ever winning a single title with him on board. The time that they won the Eastern Southern African Pool Championships, he did not make the trip. Tournament that was held in Zambia. And while for Moses Mofya, he's been part of the Zambian national pool team, the Chipolo Polos, since the year 2014, and has been part of the African Championships from that year up to 2024, 23 that is, besides one championship that was held in Uganda, where he did not make the trip because he failed in the national selection trials. Otherwise, he was part of the Zambia team that won the All Africa Pool Championships in 2022, also being part of the Zambia team that qualified for the World Blackboard Championships and reached the final in Tangier, Morocco, 2023. And internationally, I believe his best achievement was reaching the semi-finals, and I'm referring to singles category, reaching the semi-finals of the Grand Mchana Open Championship, a tournament that was held just over 1 month ago in Nairobi, Kenya, tournament that saw Simon, his opponent, reaching the round of last 16, coming one short of his own performance the previous year. And yes, these guys are racing once again to 16. It looks like this one will be a match played at a slow pace, a pace that is so far being dictated by Moses Mofya, who is seemingly taking a 2-1 lead. And the venue is supporting very somberly, will I say. About 50 people are watching this match, but with the silence, you can't hear even anyone supporting. Mafia has only one fan, Kelvin, while the rest, I believe, will be supporting Simon. So it's 2-1 now, even started. So someone please update me on who won between Pakanati and Sullivan. I last watched at 11:10 on Francis Mukoka's Pixels photography page. I don't know who won because I had to push the effort now on streaming this match. Jonathan, thank you for watching. You're asking if there are any confirmed money matches for Kelvin. Yeah. Waiting for Kelvin's confirmation. Ibra wants to play with him either tomorrow, which is Thursday, or Friday. But there is a comp on Friday, a weekly comp. So tomorrow will be best ideal that Ibra is ready. Felix Chaki, you are watching from Lusaka. Thank you for viewing and, of course, supporting Mafia. Dennis Pele, Owini, thank you for watching. My good friend Sula Matovu must be watching from somewhere in Nairobi and watching on Facebook. Thank you, Poroza. You are updating at that Paka 1:16:11. By the way, I had a discussion with Paka and he too wants to make a tour of Uganda. He's a very young man, a very talented young man, and I like his bravery. Maybe sometime this year, and it could be in the near future. And being someone from the Nevson, being the Nevson boy, yes, I have no doubt in the ability of his manager to make it happen for him. And maybe one day we shall be seeing him taking on maybe Simon, maybe here, one of these coming months. Rachel, baby, go with your excuses, eh? I'm kidding. Swale Sanjiri, but thank you for watching. Person Sichaba. You are in Livingstone. You're supporting Mofya. Which side of Livingstone, Zambia or Zimbabwe? Now I'll say that maybe 8, maybe 9 times out of 10, Simon will not fail to finish a yellow frame looking this good. It's a little bit tricky. You can see he'll start with that yellow ball, which is now looking at. He has to be mindful that one of Mafya's reds could intercept the movement of the white ball. And I think his intention was to rather use that red for support. He will have an angle to try and cut that yellow ball to the corner pocket in between the jaw and the black. Just like that. White is not exactly as good as he wanted. He has sight of the yellow. I don't think he can see it well enough to pot easily. And he's in some kind of situation here where you may be forced to play a little bit of spin or play double, that is to play it off the cushion to the opposite corner pocket where he's potting it, not potting it. And a frame like this one now is 99% turned in favor of more fire. On one of the WhatsApp groups of the Ugandans, but it's pretty much international actually, it's the page that was made for Caesar's fans. So one day Caesar just stubbornly added Mofya to that page. I think it must have been either Sunday or Monday. Then on Monday, Mofya made a list of Ugandan players on that page, on the Ugandan page, and said, "You guys, I want you on the pool table. No time for wasting, I want money." That list had Joseph Kasozi, Dog City, Computer, Hazard, Ian, Kayanja Ibra, William Mustafa, and others. And then he went on to get a picture of a prize giving ceremony which had Joseph Kasozi in it. And then he circled the name of Joseph Kasozi in that picture and said, "I want to play with this guy now." Some of the learners looked at that as a little bit provocative. I remember Joseph Kasozi seeing the picture and then he maintained his cool. But I know how he responds. Joseph Kasozi, he responds by action. Now we are looking at Moses Mafya's response to the miss action where Computer failed to finish his yellow frame, and the Zambian is seemingly taking a third frame in a row. After going one frame down, he's about to go through one up. That is how things can change in a short while. And Simon stands up. Probably he knows. Yes, he does. Moses Mofya 3 and Simon Lubuulwa 1. Chilala Mudala, thank you for watching from Livingstone in Zambia. You are watching on Facebook. Joseph Lubumba, thank you for watching. You are on YouTube. Let's break and finish live. Charles Mugisa. You think Simon will put Mafia to the bin? Let us wait and see. Langat Jeffeth, thank you for watching from Kenya. You're supporting Computer as always. Yes, it's African community spirit. Salmin, you're watching from Dar es Salaam, Tanzania. While Sims Mukai, you are watching. You think I sound tired? No, the place is too silent. So I'm speaking very, very, very slowly. I don't want my voice to be heard again by the people who are seated around. The place is quite small and also very silent. I will sound a little bit loud when these fans start shouting. I know at one time in the match they will start making noise, especially if Computer starts winning some frames. Of course, they are Computer fans because this is Roxbury and he's a player with the Roxbury Polo Club. He's pretty much at home. Fitness and Specialist, thank you for watching from Zambia. Salmin Ami, thank you for appreciating. Athang Oma, you think Mafia is winning and you're watching from Nakonde. Wow. As far as Nakonde, Abisula, thank you for for reminding us to like the stream. And yes, Simon's boss is now at the venue. He's called Zach Idiro, regional manager of the Bank of Africa in Uganda. The voice you're hearing in the background is for Kelvin saying come boy, because you can see that his homeboy may be taking a fourth one in a row. And by the way, the usual expectation would be that should be Simon going for the frames and Mafia trying to take his pickings playing defense, but Mafia is demonstrating that even in the offensive aspect of the sport, he can be equally good. I believe he's one of the most complete players. That is my opinion. Not just here, not just in Zambia, maybe on the entire African continent. With very good technique and ability to play offensive pool, just as good as defensive pool. And Simon will only be counting on his technical prowess, his ability to pot on target and bring a white ball with very big skill closer to his intended object balls if he's to have any chance of beating Mofya, because the guy is really meaning business here. This one he's about to take by Apple, which should be the first of the match. If it does happen, he's playing quite neatly, doing nothing so fancy, but whatever he's touching is so far turning into gold. And you are tempted to think that at least so far in the match, he's showing that he is the better player. At least for the first set of the match, the first 5 frames, he wins 4-1. More compensated. You have to be at the airport. You go to the airport. It's even safe to go like 8 or 9 p.m. on Friday. Then you could be in the night. It's Friday in the night. You have transport. How about we go and say that compulsory? Can't you go to the airport? Like 10, 11. That means that only if you can get your workers tomorrow. Nothing wrong with the good rap. That's just one of those many times in this match so far that Computer has been showing a little bit of glimpses of his usual brilliance, but he has so far been coming short. If this frame is won by Mafia, it will start to become a real big sign that maybe he is here to mean business and total business. And I don't think that his intention, Mafia, was to close up that ball, the one near that corner pocket on the top right of your screen. Occupy it, maybe have that red ball packed right entirely behind the yellow, so that he can make it difficult, if not impossible, for Simon to put his own ball. And I believe he will be playing one of the reds further down, or will I say further up the top right cushion. Intention is to make it impossible for Simon to put. That was a very good attempted snooker. He just came short. And after coming short, Simon does the needful. I want to think the rest is a formality here, so be careful. However, with the interception of the movement of the white ball by Mofya's red, white ball is guided, I want to think very brilliantly of Mofya's red, only to support its movement just into space, such that Simon can have a good grip on the black. And yes, he puts it and pulls one back. It is Simon 2 and Mofya 4. So I've just been informed by Kelvin that his flight is on Saturday, very early morning. Now today is Wednesday. That means there can be no money match on Saturday. On Friday there will be a comp that probably he and Mofya will be participating in. That means tomorrow, Thursday, is the only day that is available for money matches involving Kelvin, and says he's not in the mood. So for now, a money match between Kelvin and any of the Ugandans is off until Kelvin returns, because he says he will travel to Zambia, home for about 2 if not 3 weeks, and then return to Uganda for more business with these Ugandan players. Maybe there's that kind of saying that you live, that when you eat some food, when you get food, don't eat it all at once. You leave some to eat when you're hungry. Maybe he wants to still have some business when he returns. Whatever reason, maybe he's a bit scared, whatever reason. But for Mofya, please be reminded that he developed a list of players, including this guy compared or alive. Simon is one of Uganda's better offensive players. That one was a miscue. Normally it happens when a player forgets to choke the tip of his cue before a shot as big, most especially when it is backspin. The tip slides off the white and you don't get your desired objective. He needs a recovery. I don't know if he recovers enough here. Good enough he puts. He will want to put one of those yellows which are just near the black, on the right side of the black. He can see one of them. When he puts them, white ball naturally moves towards the bottom end of the table. I'm not so sure what he's trying to contemplate here. There is some space. If you look at the corner pocket on the top left, some space between the red and the jaw of that corner pocket. Maybe he can use that. Also using Mafya's red to support the movement of the white ball. Very good shooting. Very, very good shooting. And such kind of shots are some of the reasons why his fans, when he played with Rock Catalina Polo Club way back in the day, did nickname him the computer. He's finishing the third frame for himself in the match, but the best finished frame for himself. Out of 7, it is Mafia 4 and Simon 3. Tight. So if Simon is able to make a clearance of this yellow frame, like maybe a bit expected, then it will be an equalizing frame. I just have a feeling that Mafia had the chance to go 5-1 up, then he misread some situation. If he had gone 5-1 up, we would be having a different game now. Now, as it seems, we are probably having an equalizer on this one. Unless Simon gets himself snook, and I want to be believing that he wants to put that yellow ball to the corner pocket on the top left, white ball bouncing off the cushion into space near the midpoint of the table to put black to the corresponding. Oops, he has a very different idea. White ball down backwards off the cushion to put black to the center pocket, and gets it right. By Apple, Simon 4 and Mofya 4. And if this game moves in this projection now, expect the noise to grow bigger, especially from the fans who are now starting to grow in numbers, because remember, it's a big working day and some of them are only returning from work. This place is a little bit corporate, so it's not one of those places where we have a match at 4 p.m. and fans are already full. And at this venue, Simon has played through too many matches this year before today. He did beat Habib Rest to 16. I remember it ended 16-11, very convincing victory. Then the rematch between himself and Kelvin was played right at this venue, racing to 16 for $1,000. The match was won by Kelvin by 16-11. This one is the third between himself and Kelvin's international compatriot Moses Mofya, who is now going to be having his stay. He's in Uganda a little bit lonely because Kelvin will be returning to Saka this coming Saturday, I believe, with Uganda Airlines, 3 a.m. pretty much Friday night. He will be participating in a weekly comp, and then right from the weekly comp, I believe he'll be having his travel bag with him and will be heading straight home. That Mofya has been a little bit more acclimatized than Kelvin, by the way, because he already has found himself a pool club. Actually, he did move to the trading center of Kasubi, where Upper Volta Pool Club is located, and it is now where he stays. I'm no longer sharing the same room with the Kelvin. Yes, sometimes you leave the comfort of being alongside your brother or best friend, and then you man up. It helps you be a solid citizen. That's just life. And normally when Simon is on table, he only has one idea in his mind: to finish the frame. It is how he wins. Pocket has your balls in front of it, then you also occupy another where your opponent has balls right behind. And it is the same game Mofya is playing. And in that kind of game, he is way too superior. And a frame like this one, I will count on Mofya. His tactical prowess to see him through. Maybe Simon wants to play his yellow behind Mafya's red. And I think that one will be the way this frame shall be played. Remember that by the rules, these guys have not to overdo it, playing with no intention to pot, especially when there is no progress. If it is overdone, then the frame could be declared a stalemate. Is he going for combination shot? Oops, there was space. Okay. I think that one will be the mother of all combination shots that have been played in this race so far. The guy just opened up two pockets, and quite deliberately. Now you know why he is nicknamed the computer. Follows up that combination shot with a snooker. Can't believe that in a split second the frame is heavily poised in his favor. Mofya is knocked totally and will want to play any of his yellows, but off the question. And as he finds his red, Mofya is limiting Simon to potting a ball that is easily portable. Finding white is not easy at all. Using backspin, just move the white ball in a little bit of space. If you can find a way to pot here, I believe he could be taking the lead in this match, and I think it will be the first time. He pots, but maybe the hot ball kicked away one of his yellows to block his sight of any of the three. Is he going for a bank? Is he going for a sharp cut to the corner center pocket? He goes for the bank and finds the bank. No better way to recover. It was a little bit risky, but a sign of real confidence. For a long time in his career, he's not so famous for playing bank shots. He's coming better, but even though he's coming better, he's just failed on the easier connection, and the frame is changing its complexion in favor of the Chinaman. Chinaman is how Williams calls him. I don't know what that name means. Maybe Simon can count on the position of the black ball. The fact that it's frozen against the cushion, that maybe it could come to haunt Mofya. If not that, then frame number 9 is going the way of the Zambian. He has that very look easy way of playing the white ball. He does the easiest shot available, but which is also the most professional shot available. He has been on this table 30 minutes before the match, testing it on his own, just to ensure that he has no home ground disadvantage. Frame number 9 is won by Mafia. He now leads 5-4. Simon is having a 2-minute timeout. Once again, Lubuulwa Simon 5 and Lubuulwa Simon 4 and Moses Mafia 5, rest to 16.
Yes, boy, come boy. You are home, boy. You are home, boy. Come, boy. Yes, boy, come, boy. Make sure, boy. Yes, boy, come boy. Come boy, come boy. Much space inside. Yes, boy, come boy. Come boy. Too much space, like. Make sure, boy. Praise, boy. Praise, boy. It's okay, boy. Nothing wrong with a good draft. Wait, boy, wait. Mafia, that's a good draft. Come boy, come boy. Come boy, come boy. Come boy, come boy. Boy is hard boy. When you are busy, you are busy. Come boy, busy boy. Away bro, come boy, come boy. Yes boy. Come boy.
Who is doing a Mafia?
Come boy, come boy.
After going 8-4 up, I now have no choice but to call Mofya a favorite. And if he wins this match, then both Mofya and Kevin will have beaten Computer at his own home turf. And you can just kind of imagine that when Simon went for timeout, he had just lost a frame where Mofya went 6-4 up, and right after timeout, when it was time in, Mofya won 2 frames more. There is a seeming likelihood that he could win a third in a row. And also remember that he is now halfway down the road. The race is 16, he is on 8, and he's playing in pretty good speed too, though he's of the two players known as the slower player. This match has happened for exactly 1 hour and 13 minutes. 73 minutes, 12 frames. On average, one frame is happening for about 7 minutes or so, maybe 6. If you are to factor in the 3-minute timeout that these guys did have.
Boy, don't they say Mofya? I don't know what it means, Mofya. So you just move. Come boy, come boy.
There is one stubborn viewer called Ivan Oketa. He's laughing for whatever reason. The guy is always smiling, even in real life, like he doesn't have problems. Ivan, go away, you have many problems. But one guy who is seemingly without any problems today is none other than Moses Mofya. He is really out playing the computer in his own home country, own home table for Roxbury, even outperforming the times that Kelvin has performed here. Moses is turning into something else.
Come boy.
And with the experience of 12 years playing international pool at the top level, he will not be missing this kind of black, most especially if it is winning a 9 for him to the diagonal corner pocket and 16. Moses Mofya 9 and Simon Lubuulwa 4. Arrest to 16. It's becoming a little bit too complicated for the computer this match. As a Fitness, you're asking on YouTube if the fans are outside. They are not outside. They are at the venue, but they're having a whole lot of silence that is being sponsored by Moses Mofya.
Amapiano.
Sorry, Simon, you're asking who that is. If you are asking the guy who was standing right in front of the scoreboard, in front of your screen momentarily ago, then that must have been Zach, the boss of Roxbury, the boss of computer, who was maybe given up with watching the match. He's just deciding to play on the neighboring table some casual games, maybe to let off some pressure. Thank you for watching. Philo Manga Lucas. Also, Avgra. You think a comeback is possible for the computer? Yes, it is possible, and more than possible. Just as Mafia has won 4 frames in a row, also computer is more than capable of winning 4 frames in a row. Actually, Mafia has won 5. And if you can just remember the frame number 5 that Mafia did win, computer was on the verge of winning it. And then had some near miss and the frame was won by Mofya. Since then, the computer hasn't won any. In the meantime, timeout for computer.
Another one. Come boy, yeah, I told you when you are dizzy, you are dizzy. Come boy, dizzy boy. Come boy, come boy. Come boy, come boy, come boy.
As of now, the computer is clearly out of sorts.
Yes boy, these are your boy. Come boy, come boy.
Missing the most is the short is winning this match. And one of the most confidence boosting factors when you are a player involved in a match is when you see that your opponent is not playing good enough. It is moral enough for you to play your game, because you know that when you play your game, you will win anyways. Frame number 14 seems to be going Mofya's way, just as 9 of the first 13. And big chance that Mafia could be going in double figures here. Big chance he could be winning this frame. 3 yellows to go. He's having big backspin, drawing the white ball backwards, but in left motion to move near the bottom cushion, off the cushion, and in perfect space. A lovely shooting. I just think that from the position of the white ball, he will want to put the last yellow to the center pocket on the right. He'll want to draw the white ball backwards. It naturally moves towards the top end of the table off the cushion, just like that. Actually taking it as perfect as the quad perfect itself, in that spot where he just needed it. I thought it was too risky having the white ball positioned in between those two reds. That is the noise of Kelvin, by the way. I have never heard him shout that loud. He can see that his homeboy is outclassing the Ugandan on his own home turf. Mofya versus the black for the 10th time. Kelvin is shouting that don't look at his face, you will feel the pity for him. Mofya doesn't look at Computer's face, he only looks at the black and sinks it in, and the fans are now laughing at the noise that is being chanted by Kelvin. It is Mofya 10 and Simon 4. It is 15 frames to go. Yes, Mofya needs 6 and Simon needs 12.
Okay, come boy. Come boy. These are reviews now, boy. Come boy. That's one beautiful shot is done. Hey, too much, Sunny. Come boy. Come boy, you are too much.
I've never seen Kelvin this excited. He's normally very reserved, actually. When Mafia is playing, he normally says once in a while short, that kind of thing. Today is on the top of his voice. The guy really wants this one. By the way, Mafia has been silently playing very well, save for the fact that in tournaments he has been beaten in some of the earlier rounds, like round of 32, 16, last 8, like that. Otherwise, this one is the third money match that he's playing ever since his advent onto Ugandan soil, and it seems it's going to be a third win out of 3. First match he played was against Mustafa Huire. Small rest to 7. He lost frame number 1 and they won the next 7. He won 7-1. He also defeated Ibrahim Kanja, the real machine. That one was way more tight, ending 15-14 in a rest of 15. Since then, for about 2 weeks, he has only been playing comps, no money matches. Until he provoked these guys yesterday when he made a very long list of Ugandans on a WhatsApp page of Ugandans where he was added. They were asking him whether he was added to their platform just to cause violence. He said, I don't know about violence, I want to play with you. His list has Ian Kazewe, Joseph Kasozi, Ibrahim Kayanja to play with them in races, and he proposes 600 US spot as his average stake. It's good stake actually. There's money that you're fighting for, but not too much money, which will put you under too much pressure. It allows you the laxity to play your game, irrespective of the fact that there is money to lose.
Okay. Wait, enter.
Simon needs big support from the fans. He's having the problem of the fact that he's a player with the Roxbury, but he's not one of the Roxbury players that these fans feel so much. He was only signed about 2 months ago by this club, if not 3. 2.5 months, if not 3, and he's not resident here, so he's not supported as other players who are resident here, or those who have spent a better amount of time at the club. So he's one guy that is supported, but they like to see him play and maybe hope for the wins. But for once now, he's inspiring some kind of noise from them after that scratch by Mofya, and I believe this frame Simon is going to be clearing it. If he doesn't, then maybe he'll have no other business trying to win this match. Two reds to the corner pocket on the bottom left, and then black to the center pocket on the left should be the easier route to victory.
Come, Simon. You better than everything good. Make it out, mate.
Yes, Computer 5 and Mafia 10.
Come on. You're too much.
Now we see that. On the top left scores for blue, are for computer, scores for in red are for Mofya.
Come boy.
Pius Maganga is asking if Caesar was part of the list. For whatever reason, Caesar was not part of the list. Actually, it was on Caesar's WhatsApp page, WhatsApp group that list was made. 5 frames to go. You say MX definitely supporting Mofya. It's not 5 to go for him. It is 6. They are racing to 16.
This one is starting in some steam. One said put your ass down. How is in South? As what as you are.
I like to say that when a race is long, as long as 16, there comes a stage in the match where each of the players has their own series of consecutive frames they win. Maybe it is starting to happen for Simon, because now Mofya's game has gone a little bit down. In the last 2 frames, he has scratched in each, putting the white ball either on the break or during play. First one was utilized by computer to win a 5th. This one he could utilize to win a 6th. I'm not so sure that he has gotten the shot right. He can only see properly the center pocket. In trying to do both, he misses the target.
The rule of put table, when you are dizzy, you are dizzy. He's dizzy, my boy. Come, boy. Come, boy.
And the noise is by Kelvin shouting at computer that when you're dizzy, saying that computer is dizzy. Oops, Mofya has taken us a little bit by surprise. I didn't see that coming. The guy has skill and imagination. And now on the pool table in black ball rules, when you are left on only one ball you're having in sight, you are very unlikely to win the frame. That is why Mofya did play combination shot using the white ball to open up the corner pocket on the bottom right of your screen, and is continuing in safety, but maybe not. He allows Simon sight of the yellow, and I believe he can see it in full. Only good enough for Mofya that he leaves the white ball frozen on the cushion. Simon will find it a little bit difficult to post, let alone find the white ball for the black to the center pocket on the left. He simply rolls and pots and gets himself partially or fully snookered. And if he can have slight side of the black, maybe he can try that very sharp cut to the corner pocket where he's now standing. Maybe play it off the cushion, which he's doing. I think he's snookered off the cushion. Trying to do something special here. Finds the black, but misses. A frame that is still advantage Mofya.
Come, boy. Come, boy.
Now the intention of Mofya is to play Toto snooker here. No prize for guessing why he pulled the white ball that backwards. And for him, his calculation is for computer to miss the black, and then Mofya utilizes the free shot maybe to better his bad ball and then take the frame. The fans of computer are celebrating him finding the black as if he had spotted it. But at least for him, Mofya is not on a free shot.
Come, boy. In their language, they are saying mute. Mute. Come, boy. I could love to attend your churches. You guys, you have faith. You wanted that boat to stop. It's supposed to be witchcraft. Come, boy.
He now has only one relatively bad red ball on the table, the one frozen near the cushion on the left where he is standing. If he gets that one right, then he could be going to 11 very easy. That's why he's taking all the time. And that is Kelvin shouting that corrects the scores to now 16. And yes, he puts. And very calmly and confidently in the same shot, managing white ball off the cushion quite comfortably, taking full advantage of his early arrival at the venue, making practice on the table and seemingly taking the frame away. He'll have big drawback bounce. Not really. I thought he wanted to bounce the white ball off the cushion. That is funny, Kelvin. Just shouting that the rest was a formality. It is Mofya 11 and Simon 5. So it is one Mafia fan, that is Kelvin, who is competing against about 40 if not 50 Simon fans, and Kelvin is successfully challenging them as Mofya is successfully challenging computer right on his own home table. 11-5. The end is in sight for Mofya. He needs only 5 while Simon needs the whole of 11 out of 15.
Special contest. This is giving me to do a very rest to step after this one. You're giving me 3 rest to 7. No. When you spin here. When I am going to spin, you cannot win me. And he ends up in What it is. Who does that? He's now shaking. I just say, don't forgive now. Get him properly. Give him a case now. Same place. Look, time for change now. Pay him properly. Thank you so much. I didn't get scammed. It's okay. Can make it. Webale. Mofya kuba. Hey, like 30 centimeters. No, it's like 30 centimeters. Spray all the rules. No problem, no problem. Kuba musacho. Rule number 1, don't look at him, you feel pity for him. That's big.
So for frame number 17, there's no more prizes for guessing where it's going. The way Mafia has been playing today, there is no chance in the world that he can fail to finish this one. And there is a lot of fun at the venue apart from what is happening on the table. How Kelvin is supporting Mofya, sometimes in Luganda, in Simon's language, and even outshining Simon not only on the table but also in terms of how good he's speaking his own language. What a way! White ball rolls perfectly round the black. Just like that, it is Mofya 12 and Simon 5. And if you're just joining the stream, guys, it is true that Moses Mafia is leading 12-5 against Lubuulwa Simon in a race to 16 for $600 here at Roxbury Pool Club in Chiwanga. And I'm not sure what will be happening on the WhatsApp platforms, especially some WhatsApp group that's called the Africa Pool Players official page and the Africa Pool Players page, those two that have a mixture of very many players and some club administrators, pool administrators, as well as media men from different African countries, more than it. And tomorrow, please switch off your data just for your own health and in a good way. If you don't follow my advice, then you need a handkerchief to wipe some of the tears. The guy is really playing well. Now what he needs after that very good white ball is to have the white ball bounce off the cushion after potting and then move towards the yellow which is behind the red and play it away. If he does that one, it will be the shot of the frame and the frame winning shot. Oh, he has done. He had another idea, and I think it's okay.
But the ball should be in.
There he has a sharp cut of the red ball, which he wants to the corner pocket on the top left. Black is in space. He simply has to be on target. He is off target. Thank you for watching. Sydney Chewe, Mobs Mush, watching on Facebook. Dennis Combs. Marvelous Kolapo. Alex Lexidin. Sorry, Simon, you're asking us how much? Sorry, Simon, your namesake will lose 600 US dollars if he loses this match, like he seemingly could. But I don't think there is a way he's now losing this frame. This one is one of the many matches Simon, and is one of Uganda's better long racers, by the way. But this match he has played it at a very low level, having so many misses, so many unforced errors, so many situations where he has been played out of confidence, sometimes even bad breaks and fouls. He could have himself snookered, and I was just talking about fouls. I was just talking about unforced errors. Another has presented itself. He will most likely find it off the cushion. Yes, he finds it. That one came so close to another foul. He's just had a little chat with Kelvin that kindly let me play. You are disrupting my attention. And Kelvin said, I'm sorry, bro. Enjoy your game. Again, Simon is snookered this time. I think he's snookered for the worse. He will find the yellow. Finding it, I don't think, will be enough. Now, Mafia should be showing us here his advantage of early coming and having about 2 hours practicing on the table before this match, that it has all paid off by rolling that black ball to the corner pocket on the bottom left of your screen. There he aims and shoots and puts. Moses Mofya 13, Lubuulwa Simon, yes, 5. And Eric Innocent is supporting Zambia Kuchalo, watching all the way from Zambia. Whatever Mafia is discussing with the umpire, not the umpire, he's not the umpire, there's no umpire, these guys are officiating themselves, they did agree. Maybe he wants a little bit more order. Maybe he wants him to silence one of the fans. I just don't know. I didn't hear their discussion. Jonathan, stop the head start. There's nobody who got the head start here. Sorry, Simon. Okay, Kelvin wants to speak to you.
Yeah, good evening, everyone. Whoever wants to play Mafia, these Ugandan boys should come. Mafia is ready. Me, I'm now drunk and I'm leaving. So Mafia is ready. Anyone who wants to play Mafia, they've been thinking he's a fish. Let them come.
Okay, there is no worse way to spread violence than that. You heard from the horse's mouth, eh? Sorry, Simon, I didn't show you the person you wanted me to show you. I think you've heard from him by your own self. But thank you for watching on Facebook. Today, too, you want to see Kelvin's face? Why? He's not playing. Today, the stars are Computer and Mofya. Most especially Mafia for the way he's playing now. Keep looking at your face. Thank you for watching on YouTube. And you are calling computers fans motivational speakers, SF Fitness. Guys, let us not be very violent. Eh? Yeah, at the end of the day, we are brothers. But Mafia is not behaving like a brother today. You don't humiliate your brother in front of his fans like this. This guy has little ways of recovering when he's in a little bit of trouble. He has been demonstrating that throughout the match. And before I can finish that statement, he seems to be going away with frame number 19 at pretty good space, because by putting it, white ball moves naturally towards the top end of the table. His only task would be to roll the second red to the corner pocket on the bottom left. Maybe if he gets to find a better white, even better. Sangoma, you are watching on YouTube, you are asking what Fikoti was saying. YouTube, you can always play the video backwards, and you hear it by yourself. Simon finds a way of playing snooker. You just have a feeling that he is fighting for too little too late, maybe for a little bit of more confidence, just to win one frame, maybe to reduce the losing deficit. It doesn't come any better than the fact that his boss is at the venue watching. Normally he watches online, Mr. Zaki Diro. Today he's deciding to watch at the venue. And for the last 30 minutes, his concentration on the match has been lessened. He thinks his boy is probably not having his day or something. But one thing I like about top players is that even in losing effort, you get to see something. Computer could put white black prematurely. Good enough, he was careful there, but he has played himself in a little bit of more trouble. I want to think he has sight of difficult, if not impossible, to pot the last yellow. Maybe he could play somewhat of a safety shot. Clearly in trouble. That was somewhat of a desperate shot, but got to pull off. Of course, he has a very good ability to pot, one of the best in the business in the country. Top 4, top 5, top 3. Simply potting balls and ability to move white ball easily. Today is not his day, however. Even a frame he has fought for this hard is seemingly being given away relatively cheaply to Mofya. Quite clearly, a bad day at the office for the computer, and Mofya will be very unforgiving. So confident of the fact that his opponent is not having a good game at all. It just boosts your confidence as a player. If your opponent is shooting as bad as computer is in this frame, it is now 14 for Mofya, even before the black is spotted. Of course, he cannot miss this one. That one, even Francis Mkwekwe could be potting. Moses Mofya 14 and Lubuulwa Simon 5. 2 to go for Mofya, 11 to go for Simon. Out of 12, he needs to win 11. By there is one area where Mofya has outperformed Kelvin in Uganda so far. Yes, he has played way fewer money matches than Kelvin, but he has never lost Mofya. All of them are wins. Even today's is maybe 90% confirmed as a win. The other thing is that Mofya has won a Ugandan comp. A 32-man weekly comp that was organized at Diplomat Billiards Cafe on Christmas Eve, coming to just about 4 weeks ago. He beat Kelvin in the final. Maybe it is an issue of him not having played enough matches so far compared to Kelvin, but the guy is solid. And while Kelvin is the better shooter than Mofya, no shade of a doubt, Mofya makes himself more difficult to beat than Kelvin. Things like that, what he has just played, Kelvin seldom plays them.
Someone who's romantic has patience, you understand. He's going to be patient. He knows how to massage boys.
Jonathan, watching on Facebook, please stop the violence. I know that you are simply being sarcastic by saying that computer is going to make a comeback.
This one is also a man. Those are my friends.
Anthony, Freddie, you are saying that South Africans made you believe that Uganda is very hot. Guys, Uganda is hot, but I think Kelvin and Mofya have demystified that a little bit. One thing they have not done accurately, by the way, is win. While he has reached 4 finals so far. Actually, it will be the 9th. He has reached 4 finals. He hasn't won any. Mofya has played 8-2, has reached 1 final, and has won it. And I also want to make a disclaimer, is that the computer that is playing today is not a guy that is having his real game on. Those things happen. Having a bad day at the office in sport, it does happen. He has been really playing real bad, even when he's winning a frame here. His fans, who are still watching, by the way, seem not to have the confidence. Although they give him a hand clap, they know that the match has probably been lost. He can only try and limit the damage. 20 frames played, Mafia 14 and Computer 6. I think this will be the second time in the match that Computer is probably breaking and finishing. Normally he averages about 4, 5, 6 break and finish frames in a race to 16. Today is not his day at all, and nonetheless he's winning a second consecutive frame in this match for the second time. By break and finish, it is Simon 7 and Mofya 14. So Rochombe, I told you that Computer was winning this race. Now you can see how things are turning on Mofya. Maurice Rahim thinks this one is a total dominance from Mofya. Yes, it is so far. I too believe genuinely that Mofya is winning this match a little bit comfortably. What Computer can do is to lessen the gap and maybe reduce the humiliation by some frames. But you just get a feeling that out of about 9 frames, you will get the chances, the 2 chances to win 2 frames that will get him the victory and the $600. Look at this. That's pretty much a third in a row to make Mofya and Mofya fans hold a little bit their celebrations. Simon 8 and Mofya 14.
is what I was telling you. The time will come. The resting is over. The time will come. The man will be married. The time will come. Uncle. I cannot speak.
And these guys, the fans of computer at the venue, they are really faithful that their guy is winning this match. The way they are shouting now when he gets to break well and portable, or when Mofya doesn't break well. I do believe that should maybe after this match is done, computer should be asking for about a week's time or 10 days or so, and then get back to the drawing board a bit and then ask for a rematch. And by the way, prior to the tour of Uganda, Mofya is not one of the Zambian players whom I know that plays so many money matches. Even when in Zambia, most of the time he plays his tournaments. That's what we have been accustomed to watching on William Soko's Facebook page. Nowadays, even Billiards Cafe page, that's where most of the live streams are coming from Zambia. Of course, taking into account that William Soko is a semi-retired streamer. But I know he's watching and feeling so good that one of the guys that drew inspiration from him is now showing him the game involving one of his favorite players.
Hello, good evening, guys. This is a Scorpion himself in the mic. Chandiga Caesar, as Kelvin has said. So, for me, I'm going to be having a game with Zach right now, manager Zach, because I've realized no one wants to play me now. It's okay. Let me play with Zach.
You don't talk too much. Don't say no one wants to play you. I'm here, fish. Let's just play.
Kelvin, my brother. You're my brother, but not on the table. We can play even now, tomorrow, wow, but now, I don't know.
Let's pray right now. Tomorrow you are wasting time.
Kelo, Mr. Fikoti. Can you give your start to Mr. Chobe, please?
Okay, when it came to the part where Kelvin is asked to hand this take over, then he said, "Don't give me the microphone." For now, after that banter, Moses Mofya is needing to win only one to present to computer a humiliation at his own home ground. 15-8, rest to 16. 7 frames to go. Computer needs to win them all. And by the way, also watching the match at the venue, Ian Kazime among notable guys: Ibrahim Sejemba, of course Caesar, Kelvin, Robert Tumusime, also a player with the Roxbury Polo Club. Members of the management team that are Roxbury, including Zach and Muhammad Alal, as well as one female player. She seems to be supporting Mofya for whatever reason.
Come boy.
If Moses Mofya makes a clearance of this red frame, then that will be it. He will be home and right. He will be $600 richer. This one for himself, for Lusaka, for Namanga. Well, now on 5 reds, all of them in pretty good space. The black also there for the taking for Moses Mofya, which if he clears, it will be a third straight money match. He will be winning on Ugandan soil. Mustafa Bwire down, Ibrahim Kayanja down, Computer pretty much down. All to the hands of Moses Mofya, who for many Ugandans has been taken as second rate of the 2 Zambian players that have been in Uganda so far. But his record in terms of money matches, though he has played way fewer, is so far on 100%. Who he wants, white ball maybe, for the red ball to the center pocket on the right, and then the second red to the corner pocket on the bottom left where he's standing, last red to the corner pocket on the bottom right, black to the same center pocket where he has just spotted the red, and he will be home and dry. Now on to reds, pretty much already a winner. Simon pretty much already defeated. He can only wait and watch and pray that maybe Moses Mafia gets it a bit wrong, but sometimes you pray to the Lord and the Lord answers, and the answer is no. Moses Mafia now on 1 red to the corner pocket bottom right, black to the center pocket on the right, and is good for $600. 7 reds, check. Good white, check. Black to the center pocket, pretty much check. And as Kelvin says, a few moments later, Simon Lubuulwa is defeated by Moses Mofya. Half the scores for Simon, double the scores for Mofya. 18-6 right at Roxbury, the home of Simon Lubuulwa. Moses Mofya wins. Yeah. Congratulations, Mofya. That was a very dominant performance.
Thank you very much.
And now you made the list of your guys. One of them is down. Do you want him rematch or you want some other players? And if so, who are they?
He's welcome to. He's welcome. He can come for a rematch again.
If not, then who next?
Anyone.
Anyone with Ugandan passport.
Yeah, those which I put on my list. Anyone.
Some people are not on WhatsApp. Just remind them of your list.
There's Kasozi. Ibra Kayanja. Mansur. Computer.
Hazard.
Ian.